introducing your Cleveland Browns. Let's hear it, fans, for your Cleveland Browns offensive starters for today's game. And now, the starting wide receiver. And your starting running back.
Number 8 tees it up, and he'll be kicking it away to get this one started. It's official. The NFL season has begun. Number 59 was there to bring him down. So now the quarterback comes onto the field, and in conversations with him earlier in the week, he mentioned that he really wanted to get going early and get into a rhythm. Let's see if he can do just that. The offense will start at the 16-yard line, and we'll have a first down and 10. And it's tipped away. And with that, let's take a look at some of the key starters on offense, a group that hopes to put up some points in this one. And Chrissy is definitely primed to be a performer to watch in this one. Number 18 was the intended receiver. It's on their own 16-yard line. They get to him in the pocket and bring him down for the sack. So with that, let's take a look at some of the members of this defensive unit, a group that is looking to make a name for themselves in this matchup. Well, now they'll be faced with a fourth down situation.
The key to playing defense is getting good penetration. If you can make that quarterback move around sometimes, even if you don't get to him like they did on that play, you can still disrupt an offense.
The sack brings up a fourth and very long situation. Jefferson starts his return way up at the 49. We'll get our first flag of the game. Charles was there for the stop, and this could be a clip. Here's the call. Houston will be flagged on the play. First down, 10 to go. The ball is on their own 40. Flag on the play. He's brought down around the 37-yard line by Robinson. And I have a feeling this one is coming back. Tucker gets called for the hold. First and long now after the penalty. Flips it out short to his left. Picks up the ball and he can run.
It's not often that a fumbled ball bounces right back to you like that. That was just good luck.
From their own 31-yard line. Looks left. Here's a short pass. And he's knocked out at the 40.
When you're facing a blitz, you're forced to make a quick read. He read it right and got good yardage out of it.
From their own 40-yard line. Passes out to the left. He's tackled around the 41-yard line by Cobb. It's 1st and 10. Dumps it out left. He's pushed out of bounds at the 38. The referee threw the flag, but was it a late hit? And the defense gives up some free yards to the offense.
And Gus, I always thought defensive penalties were so much more deflating than offensive penalties. You know, as an offense, you get a chance to make up for it. On defense, though, usually it's big yardage and automatic first downs.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
That was some great running there. Knew exactly where to go, which hold a hit, when to make his move, turned it on. Just a very natural runner.
Number 8 hits the PAT. It's now a 7-point game. Cleveland up 7 points. Cleveland is ready to kick this one off. Washington is deep, looking to return the kickoff. Taken from the 3-yard line. He gets out to about the 22-yard line. Number 59 was there to bring him down. They'll get the ball here at the 22. Now we have a first down and 10 to go. Still looking for an open man. He was in danger of getting sacked, but he did the smart thing and threw the ball away.
And Gus, that awareness is something he's really known for. When trouble's coming, he has the good sense to get rid of it and take the loss of down rather than the loss of yards on a sack. And really, over the course of a game, this helps keep them out of a lot of second and third and long situations.
Not to mention, keeps him from taking unnecessary shots as well. Second down and 7 yards to go. Dumps it short. He's wrestled down at about the 27 by Andrews. They gain 5 on the play. Third down, they need 6 for a first down. Ball spotted at the 27. Pass is short right side. And he's tackled around the 33-yard line by Weber.
You know, it really wasn't a horrible call that time by the defense, but anytime you have to try and stop an offense like this in those medium yardage situations, you really have to come up in the coverage.
First down and 10. Ball is on their own 33. Short throw to the right. He's dropped down right around the 38-yard line by Weber.
The play started with an excellent fake by the quarterback. He really sold the run, and he never gave the defense a chance to get back into position.
It's 2nd and 5 here. Ball on their own 38. It looks like there's a penalty. He's brought down at about the 39-yard line by Rucker. Looked like someone got caught holding. Here's the official call. Number 59 is flagged for a hold on the play. 2nd down and a long 14 here. Ball on their own 29. Loads up, looking to his right. Nearly picked off. He should have had that one. Humphrey was his intended target. From their own 29-yard line. Looking for a man. Under heavy pressure. Crosby has sack number 1 of the season. It's 4th and long now after the sack. Jefferson fields the ball at the 30. Gets to about the 41 before going down. Wiggins was there for the stop. And coming to the field, the quarterback, who hopes to lead this offense to victory in this game. They'll set up shop at the 41-yard line. And we'll have a first down and 10. He's going deep. The big gain through the air sets up the offense with another 1st and 10. It's a quarterback sack.
Gives the call on the run. Loss of 9.
Obvious passing situation here on 2nd and long. Dumps it out right. It's 3rd down and 11 to go. Throws to his left. And the pass will fall incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, at the end of the game, you go back and you basically say what happened on 3rd down, and you have a pretty good indication of how that game came out. Good play by the defense.
This kick will be from 30 yards out. And the kick is good. And with that, the score is the Browns 10, the Vikings nothing. Number 8 looks ready to kick it away. Wiggins is back to receive the kick. And takes off from his own goal line. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Personal foul.
And the tackle was made by number 43. Could be a block in the back. Let's find out the call.
First down.
Well, the defense was out there battling on that one, but that was exactly the kind of break this offense needed.
They'll start at the 9. First down, 10 to go. Has a man short to his left. He's tackled around the 17-yard line by Weber.
If you're going to play man-to-man coverage against this team, you're going to have to take away that slant route. That time they hit it for a big play.
Only a yard needed to convert here on second down. Crosby gives it up the middle. That'll make it third down. The offense needs about 3 feet for the first. It's the tailback, hammered in the backfield. Wow, the defense was certainly ready on that series.
And that's a humbling experience for any offense. When you go out there and have those 3-and-out series, you just go back to the sideline a little embarrassed, and the defense, they're upset.
Fourth down. The Vikings are lining up to punt this one away. Jefferson will start running at the 39. He takes it out and is tackled at the 48. Number 54 was there to bring him down.
That was really a good effort. There wasn't a ton of room for him to run, but he was able to get up the field, get a few yards. You never get upset with a punt return guy like that. It wasn't spectacular, but he got the job done.
Run play, left side. And let's take a look at some of the key players of this offensive unit who, as a group, hope to have a great game in this one. And Chrissy is definitely primed to be a performer to watch in this one.
Yeah, obviously, when your quarterback has the ball in his hands, you're not looking for a big gainer there. Just the first down. Keep your quarterback alive. He got down. Good job.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line. Tons of pressure. He's hit as he throws. He's wrestled down at about the 33-yard line by number 58. He gains 8 with the reception. Short yardage situation here, 2nd and a yard. Steps and throws to the left side. And so now let's take a look and see some of the key personnel on this defensive squad. Whom will try to stop this offense from doing anything in this one?
Boy, that one was shot in there, too. I'm not sure anybody could have caught that one anyway. That thing just never came down.
Short yardage situation here. They'll need a little less than a yard to convert. Takes off with it, and he's in the clear.
Who says quarterbacks aren't athletes? He looked pretty good on that play. Nice job, found the hole, got upfield, got down without getting injured. Good play.
Now we have a first down and 10 to go. Mack gets it on the inside. And he's tackled around the 12-yard line by number 30. They'll start at the 14. Hands it off. He's dropped down around the 11-yard line by number 91.
Gain of 3.
And they line up at the 10. They'll throw for the first. Goes through his progression. He's going to his right. Throws. Tip pass, and it's incomplete. And this might be a late hit on the defender.
I don't care how good your defense may be. You're asking for trouble when you start giving teams free first downs.
Cleveland trying to go up by 3 scores. Throws it over the middle of the field. Comes down with it. Touchdown!
When a guy has a special receiver like this guy, he knows throwing it into the end zone. Usually they're going to be smaller spaces. You're going to have to count on the guy making a great catch, and who better at it than he is?
Number 8 is good on the point after. Time winds down here in the first with the score. The Browns, 17. The Vikings, nothing. Number 8 is just about ready to kick this one away. Humphrey stands back to field the kick. He'll return it from the 1.
The Vikings are in a dangerous territory right now. This one's gotten a little out of hand, but a touchdown on this series, maybe your defense gets a little momentum going.
They'll take over at the 17. First down and 10. Looked like someone might have jumped.
False start. Offense.
A bit of poor judgment on that play. You have to be aware of the situation, and that's a big first down.
The penalty pushes them back to a 1st and 15 situation. Washington on the right side. He doesn't get back to the line.
If you want to be considered one of the top cornerbacks in the National Football League, everybody has to be able to cover. But the top guys can not only cover, but come up and make big hits like that. Tremendous play.
Second down, 17 yards for the first. Checks down to the short pass. He's brought down right around the 20-yard line by Rucker. So it is 3rd and 8. Ball on the 20-yard line. Short throw to the left.
The Browns came onto the field with a ton of energy that time. They controlled the line of scrimmage and didn't allow that extra yardage.
Fourth down. The Vikings line up to punt. Jefferson fields it at the 29. The stop was made by Charles.
You know, I like that return. Nothing flashy, but it was really effective. The thing I hate to see are guys that are dancing around back there trying to be a playmaker when they're really not. At least he got up the field, got a few yards. That's what I like to see.
Dumps it short. He's tackled around the 37-yard line by number 53.
Good job all the way around by the defense that time. Not only did they have the deep routes completely covered there, but they also had the check down well within their grasp.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Number 2 hands it off straight ahead. He's wrestled down around the 38-yard line by Sparks. Still a lot of time left, but at the end of one, the score is 17-0. Browns. We welcome you back to Cleveland. Facing 3rd down now and 7. Ball on their own 38. He's searching for a receiver. Tipped, and he brings it in for the catch. What concentration.
And I love to watch how this guy lulls defensive backs to sleep. You know, he doesn't always hit that final gear of his, but when he does, look out. He's going by you.
The offense has another 1st and 10 after that big gain through the air. Here's the halfback. He'll be brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
One of the tough things about trying to get a cornerback blocked is how athletic those guys are. If you're a fullback or an offensive lineman or somebody out in front trying to make that block, it's just tough to get a hand on those guys. They're quick.
It's a 2nd and 11 situation here. Ball's on the 17-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground again. And he's tackled around the 9-yard line by Stewart. Nice run, a pickup of 8. The offense sets up 8 yards away from the end zone here. They'll throw for the first. Decides to run for it. He's in. Touchdown.
Quarterbacks that can run, the Achilles heel for most defenses. They're just not set up to try and stop a quarterback on a play like that.
Extra point is good. Cleveland is ready to kick this one off. Number 22 is deep, looking to return the kickoff. This will be down to the end zone for a touchback.
The Vikings are looking to dig themselves out of this big hole that they've dug themselves into, and at the very least, you have to show the guys on the other bench you're not going to roll over.
They'll go to work at the 20-yard line. And we'll have a first down and 10. Short pass to his left. He picks it off. Is he going to score? Looks like the penalty is going to cost him. This one should be coming back. 6 more points for Cleveland.
Pretty poor judgment on that play. You just have to be aware of the situation, and he wasn't.
They line up at the 27. Short throw to the right. Backward pass. That's a fumble. He scoops it up. Uh-oh. Watch out.
It's amazing, isn't it? When that ball gets on the ground, to watch these defenders, watch the intensity change as they're going after that big turnover.
From their own 37-yard line. Washington gets the ball. He didn't get back to the line.
The Vikings are not doing a good job at all on the ground so far. They need to somehow get that turned around, because if you can't run it, boy, it is tough to throw the football.
They're looking now at 2nd and 11. Ball on their own 36. In heavy traffic. Wow, he looked like a cyclone down there getting to the quarterback.
It is impressive when a guy that big is that nimble on his feet. He makes it look so easy, and it seems like he's past the offensive lineman as soon as the ball's snapped. Tough to stop.
I'm just amazed he kept his balance.
Yeah, you know what's so incredible? He's running full speed and still has the agility to spin around the lineman, gather himself, and get to the quarterback. Just great athleticism. He's one of those quarterbacks who trusts his arm maybe a little bit too much. He should have never thrown that ball.
So, it's 4th down. The Vikings are lining up to punt it away. Jefferson fields it at the 29. Number
Personal
56
foul.
was
Face
there for
mask.
the stop.
Defense.
Well, the
First down.
defense was out there battling on that one, but that was exactly the kind of break this offense needed.
First down, 10 to go. Ball at midfield. Here's a handoff left side. He's dropped down right around the 38-yard line by Cobb. And the defense gives up some free yards to the offense.
And Gus, I always thought defensive penalties were so much more deflating than offensive penalties. You know, as an offense, you get a chance to make up for it. On defense, though, usually it's big yardage and automatic first down.
He's brought down at about the 19-yard line by number 53.
Boy, it's tough enough to try and stop an NFL offense, but when you give them extra chances, it is almost impossible.
1st and goal. Has a man short to his left.
And that's a throw you just expect a professional quarterback to make. He doesn't miss those wide open throws like that very often.
The offense will line up at the 9. Again with the carry. He's tackled around the 7-yard line by number 54, a pickup of about 3. Now the offense will line up facing a 3rd down and goal situation from the 7. Dumps it out right. Touchdown, Cleveland Browns. This has become a real nightmare scenario. They just keep giving up points. Looks like he's in a lot of pain down there. We have to hope he's going to be okay. Number 8 adds the extra point. Number 8 will be kicking off. Number 22 is back to receive the kick.
The Vikings have had a long day so far, and if they don't make something happen on this series, well, you're going to see these players getting more and more frustrated.
The offense will start at the 19. It's 1st and 10. Crosby, hands off. They tackle him for a loss. There's a flag on the play, and this one looks like it's going to come back.
A bit of poor judgment on that play. You have to be aware of the situation, and that's a big 1st down.
And 1st down once again, but they'll be backed up following the penalty. It's loose. Minnesota is able to fall on it.
Sometimes there's nothing more interesting than a fumbled football because that oblong-shaped football really makes for some interesting bounces out there. They were lucky to get that one back.
Second and long situation coming up here. Ball on their own 8. Mills off the left side.
With the carry.
Just about 3 yards there. So it's 3rd and long. Ball is on their own 11. Good coverage downfield. They picked it off. He's wrestled down at about the 15-yard line by number 52. And they line up at the 15. Number 2, pitch right. 2 yards.
The ball carrier. Gain of 2.
It's 2nd down and 9 to go. Ball on the 13-yard line. Has a man open in the middle. Deflected and broken up. Malone was his intended target. They're looking at 3rd and 9. Looks for the safe short throw.
Number 2 can't complete the pass.
They'll call on the field goal unit here. The kick is good. So after that kick, the score is now the Browns 34, the Vikings nothing.
With your head, executive branch, like a player, kid in the club, yes it cracks. Cute little mama, but they stack with backs. That's what's up. You win doggy world, come enjoy my circle. I break down till I move like a turtle. My money gets grown, and my portions turn.
Number 8 gets ready to kick it away. Number 22 stands back to field the kick. And the tackle was made by Houston. Now we have a 1st down and 10 to go. Looks to throw. It's a jailbreak. So the sack on 1st down brings up 2nd and long. He plays it safe and throws it away. From back at the 6-yard line. Goes through his progression. Steps up in the pocket, and they've got him. The sack brings up a fourth and very long situation. Flag on the play. The stop was made by number 54. Could be a block in the back. Let's find out the call.
Well, the defense was out there battling on that one, but that was exactly the kind of break this offense needed.
First down and 10. Ball on their own 41. He is wanting to go deep with it. It's intercepted. Wow, he closed on the ball quickly and came up with the interception.
Yeah, he took a risk going for the ball there because he didn't have any help behind him, but when you're that good at closing and attacking the ball, you can certainly afford to gamble occasionally.
And it's amazing what talent will let you get away with. And we'll have a first down and 10. Ball on their own 31. Here's the halfback. He's dropped for a loss.
And you love to see those linebackers playing downhill like that. Not just flowing sideline to sideline, but attacking and trying to get in the backfield.
Facing a 2nd and 13 situation here. And we have a flag on the play. And that flag was thrown in the neighborhood of holding. The offense is moving in the wrong direction after that.
For this offense to be effective, they have to stay on schedule. And when you get a penalty like that, it allows the defense to begin to bring some pressure. Dangerous situation for the offense.
And he's tackled at about the 23-yard line by number 28. Gain of 4 on the pass. Third and long, passing situation. Ball on their own 23. Rolling out to his right. Looking. Fires it to the left. And it'll be 4th down following the pass deflection.
I don't know if that's the guy I want to pick on 3rd down when you have to have a conversion. He is tough.
Fourth down. The Vikings ready to punt this one away. Jefferson fields it at the 37.
You know, I like that return. Nothing flashy, but it was really effective. The thing I hate to see are guys that are dancing around back there trying to be a playmaker when they're really not. At least he got up the field, got a few yards. That's what I like to see.
Has a man to his right. The referee threw the flag, but was it a late hit?
Roughing the passer. Defense.
Robinson is the guilty party. First down, 10 to go. They spot it at the 42. Mack takes it left. He's dropped down at about the 31 by Cobb. So they line up at the 31. He's looking towards the left side. Stiff arms, and the defender still makes the tackle.
And we've always talked about this receiver's big play ability. He may not be the fastest guy in the league, but you can tell he wants the ball in his hands in big situations.
It's 1st and 10. He's brought down around the 17-yard line by Cobb. Cobb makes his 5th stop of the game on that play. Brings up 2nd and 9. Short throw to the right. He's tackled right around the 16-yard line by number 30. So the offense needs 7 here on 3rd down. And Cleveland is in for the score. This one's getting out of hand. It's a complete disaster on the field. Number 8 is good on the point after. Number 8 is just about ready to kick this one away. Number 86 is deep, looking to return the kickoff. And the tackle was made by Hill. He looks like he might have been injured on that one. They'll take over at the 18-yard line. Now we have a 1st down and 10 to go. It's a quarterback sack. The quarterback had no chance on that play. Talk about raw determination by the defender to get into the backfield.
Yeah, not a lot of pretense on that play, huh? He is so strong, it seems like he can bulldoze through these huge offensive linemen almost at will. They're going to need to find a way to double-team him if they ever hope to keep him off their quarterback.
And that opens up room for other defenders.
Yeah, exactly, and that's another reason why he's so dangerous. You need 2 guys to shut him down, which allows one of the other defenders to get after the quarterback unblocked.
He's wrestled down at about the 39-yard line by Weber. 8-yard gain on that play. He's looking down the middle. Throws it into coverage. Easily intercepted. And he nails him in the air. first down and 10. Throws middle of the field. It's almost picked off. Malone was the intended receiver on the play. So they'll face a 2nd and 10. Surveys the field. He avoids the rush by stepping up into the pocket. And he's tackled around the 37-yard line by Stewart.
Big run on that one, but they were able to stop him before he got to the marker, and really that's the key. Occasionally, if you're going to try and make a play in a long yardage situation, a quarterback run from the defensive standpoint isn't always so bad.
The offense is now looking at 3rd and 5. 2 minutes left in the half. He goes down. Sack.
Loss of 6.
Now let's go.
So, it's 4th down. The Browns lining up to punt. Wiggins takes it at the 25. He makes it out to the 36. Number 28 was there to bring him down.
He did a good job there finding a seam and getting up the field. You know, a lot of people don't realize that being a punt returner or a kick returner is one of the toughest jobs in the NFL. There's a whole lot of things that could go wrong and only a few that can really go right.
Throws it to the middle. He's dropped down around the 46-yard line by Weber. What happened there, Chris?
Well, they got caught in man-to-man coverage on that play, and I couldn't tell if the defender slipped a little bit or not. Maybe he just got beat on the play.
And we'll have a first down and 10. Ball on their own 46. They get to him in the pocket and bring him down for the sack. Following the sack, it's now 2nd and long. Flips it out short to his left.
The Vikings aren't looking all that sharp at all right now in the passing game. And I know it's still early, but they have to be getting a little frustrated with their inability to attack this defense.
Running out of time. He's dragged down on the play. So after the sack, it's now 4th down and long. Jefferson will start his return to the 24. Gets to about the 37-yard line. Number 54 was there for the stop.
A bit of poor judgment on that play. You have to be aware of the situation, and that's a big first down.
And from their own 21-yard line. Mack takes a handoff. Uses a stiff arm, but the defender is still able to drop him.
The Browns get another big gain there. I'm telling you, I'm impressed with what they're doing right now in the running game.
Fires a laser down the middle. And as we head to halftime, our score is the Browns 41, the Vikings nothing. We welcome you back to Cleveland. Cleveland will get it first here in the second half. He gets it back out to the 20-yard line. Number 86 was there to bring him down. They'll go to work at the 20. First down, 10 to go. Hands it off. He's brought down around the 29-yard line by Sparks.
On the play.
Only a yard needed to convert here on second down. Mack again.
Nothing makes a defensive coordinator cringe more than seeing that kind of run, because then it sets up the play action, and there's almost no way to stop an offense if you can't stop the run and you have to deal with play action.
It's 1st and 10. Straight up the middle, got room! He's tackled around the 48-yard line by Cobb. And 2 yards away here on second down. And they get to him.
Number 2, the ball carrier on the play. Loss of 8.
Here they have a 3rd down and 10 to go. Passes it over the middle of the field. He's wrestled down around the 47-yard line by number 53.
The penalty is declined.
4th down. The Browns line up to punt. The ball goes into the end zone. Touchback. They'll take over at the 20. The offense will take over at the 20-yard line. Now we have a 1st down and 10 to go. Crosby gives it up the middle.
The Vikings haven't had too many runs that have netted decent yardage up until that one, but sometimes if you just stick with it in the second half, things start to break.
It's now 2nd and 5. Washington takes it up the middle. He got free and was able to pick up decent yardage on the play. 1st down.
Gain on the play.
First down and 10. So the ball on their own 30. He is wanting to go deep with it. Wow, that looked like roughing the
Personal
passer.
foul,
Here's the
roughing
call.
the passer, defense.
Boy, it's tough enough to try and stop an NFL offense, but when you give them extra chances, it is almost impossible.
From their own 45-yard line. Pressure coming and sacked.
Number 95 records the sack on the play. 7-yard loss on the play.
We got to suck it up. We got to, boys.
Now in a 2nd and long following the sack. And he's tackled right around the 40-yard line by Houston.
Hey, now let's get after him.
From their own 40-yard line. Moves to his right and looks left. Throws. It's knocked down. Excellent play by the defender. The defender gets a hand on it, and that will bring up 4th down.
Well, at the end of the game, you go back and you basically say what happened on 3rd down, and you have a pretty good indication of how that game came out. Good play by the defense.
It's 4th down. The Vikings ready to punt this one away. Gets the ball at the 14-yard line. He makes it back to the 25. Martin was there for the stop.
He did a good job there finding his seam and getting up the field. You know, a lot of people don't realize that being a punt returner or a kick returner is one of the toughest jobs in the NFL. There's a whole lot of things that could go wrong, and only a few that can really go right.
Mack off the left side.
And you love to see those linebackers playing downhill like that, not just flowing sideline to sideline, but attacking and trying to get in the backfield.
Facing a 2nd and 11. Ball on their own 24. Number 2 hands it off straight ahead.
Number 44.
It's a gain of 3.
3-yard gain on the play.
And that brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go. It looks like there's a penalty. He's looking for a burst of speed. Looks like the penalty is going to cost him. This one should be coming back. They keep pouring it on. Touchdown. And he gets caught for the clip.
You know, Gus, that one really wasn't even close. That's a dangerous play. It's a dumb penalty, and that is just something that cannot happen in the game.
Looks right. Throws. And the pass will fall incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Just terrific play by the defense. They followed the quarterback's eyes, made a quick jump on the ball, and were all over that one.
It's 4th down. The Browns lining up to punt. Flag on the play. Wheeler was there to bring him down. This one might be coming back. Let's see what the flag is. Back.
And that's a good call because it's such a dangerous play. It's rough enough when you get blocked in the back, but when you get blocked below the waist in the back, that could lead to injury.
Drop behind the line.
And the quarterback's probably going back to the huddle and saying, that worked in high school, but we're playing in the NFL right now. Let's not call that one anymore.
So, from their own 15-yard line. Throws it up top, down the left side. And he drops the short pick. Number 18 was the intended receiver on the play. And it's 3rd and a long 15. Throws to his right. He's got room.
And I love to watch this wide receiver work. He is so patient with his routes. He gets down low into his cuts, and he really understands what the defense is trying to do to take him away, and he is working them over.
And so far in this one, as you can see, this player has been the impact performer of the game so far. So, from their own 36-yard line. Here comes the heat. It's a quarterback sack.
Number 7 with the carry on the play. Loss of 5.
2nd down and 15 to go. Loads up, looking to his right. Number 83 was the intended receiver.
The intended target on the play. 3rd down.
They'll line up again on 3rd down. Dumps it out left. He's loose and running strong.
Personal
He's
foul,
dropped down
roughing
around the
passer,
39-yard
defense.
line by Malone.
I don't
down.
care how good your defense may be. You're asking for trouble when you start giving teams free first downs.
And we'll have a 1st down and 10. Ball on the 46-yard line. Crosby gives it left.
The Vikings offense has had trouble getting really anything going with the ground game, and that run actually was a pretty decent gain, so maybe they'll get something going now.
They line it up at the 41. Going for it all over the middle. Hauls it in for the long touchdown. And this might be a late hit on the defender. Fitzgerald adds the extra point. So, time winding down in the 3rd with the score. The Vikings, 7. The Browns, 41. Fitzgerald is ready to kick this one off. Jefferson is deep, looking to return the kickoff. He gets out to about the 22-yard line. Cobb was there for the stop. It appears we have an injured player on the field. The offense will start at the 22. 1st down, 10 to go. Number 2 with the give. Uses the stiff arm, but the defender is still able to drop him. Thomas with his first carry, and they didn't hand it off to him at all in the first half. It's 1st and 10. Number 2 gives it up the middle. Tries to juke the defender, and he will be tackled. They line up at the 44. Throws it to the middle. He's brought down around the 36-yard line by Waters. He gains 8 with the reception. That'll bring up 2nd down, a couple of yards needed to convert. Looks upfield, and he's got room to run.
First down, Brown.
And he moves the chains with a nice gainer. Now we have a 1st down and 10 to go. On the ground, up the middle.
Number 31.
He's tackled around the 27-yard line by Arnold. They line up at the 27. Number 2 hands it off.
Number 31.
He's wrestled down around the 21-yard line by Stewart. That'll make it 3rd down. The offense needs about 3 feet for the first. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. And he's tackled at about the 15-yard line by Clayton. First down and 10. Hold on, there is a flag down. If this is holding, the ball is coming back. And it's another touchdown. And it will come back. Penalty on the offense.
One thing we've learned about this defense, it's hard enough to move the football against them. You cannot help them with these penalties.
Number 2 tosses it left. He didn't get back to the line.
Well, you know the safeties are going to attack the line of scrimmage against the run, but you just don't expect them to get there so soon that they're going to make the tackle in the backfield.
They line up at the 27. Throws to his left. He's dropped down just outside the goal line by Stewart.
26.
The offense is now knocking on the door inside the 5. About a yard to the end zone. Goes through his progression. Touchdown, Cleveland Browns.
You know, it's always tough enough to defend the goal line down here in this situation, but when the quarterback is also a threat to run, that sometimes is just too much to stop.
Extra point is good. So, time winding down in the third with the score. The Browns, 48. The Vikings, 7. Cleveland will be kicking off. Number 86 is back to receive the kick. And we have a flag on the play. Terrell was there to bring him down. Could be a block in the back. Let's find out the call.
Boy, it's tough enough to try and stop an NFL offense, but when you give them extra chances, it is almost impossible.
They'll take over at the 8. And we'll have a first down and 10. Washington takes a handoff. He'll be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. So we'll head to the fourth with our score. The Browns, 48. The Vikings, 7. We welcome you back to Cleveland. The Vikings will probably air it out here in the fourth quarter, but a full comeback is unlikely. Pass is short right side. He can't come up with it. Incomplete pass.
The intended receiver on the play.
Third down, 12 yards to the first. Short throw to the right. The pass falls incomplete. So we'll probably see the punt tee now after that incompletion as the offense goes 3 and out.
Well, you're going to have to gather the troops over on the sideline because whether it was poor play calling or poor execution, they never got anything going that time.
Fourth down. The Vikings ready to punt this one away. Mack fields it at the 48. He brings it out to the 39. Martin was there for the stop. There's a flag on the play. And I really didn't see the hold there.
You're starting to sound more like an offensive lineman every day, Gus. You know, the reality is there really is holding on every single play, but the rule changes now allow for guys to grab within the framework of the body. You just can't reach outside that framework.
Second down and 7. Looking for a big gain down the middle. 3. Call it 4 on the completion.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Third down now. They'll need about 3 yards to convert for a new set of downs. Number 2 tosses it right. It looks like there's a penalty. He's brought down right around the 32-yard line by number 30. Looked like someone got caught holding. Here's the official call. Snow gets called for the hold. It's third down and 13. Ball on their own 46. Give to the tailback. He's tackled around the 47-yard line by Clayton. And just like that, they've got to punt.
I don't know. I thought they looked pretty mixed up on that series. I didn't see anything go right.
It's fourth down. The Browns lining up to punt. As they come back onto the field, what are your thoughts on what they should do here to get back into this game? The offense will take over at the 20. First down, 10 to go. Here's a handoff left side. He's wrestled down around the 25-yard line by Holmes. Brings up second down and 5. Crosby hands it off straight ahead. And he's tackled right around the 28-yard line by Rucker. Third down now. They'll need a couple of yards to convert for a first down. He's dropped for a loss. Fourth down. The Vikings ready to punt this one away. Jefferson will take it at the 35.
You know, I like that return. Nothing flashy, but it was really effective. The thing I hate to see are guys that are dancing around back there trying to be a playmaker when they're really not. At least he got up the field, got a few yards. That's what I like to see.
Mack takes it left. He's dropped down around the 43-yard line by Wiggins. Brings up second down and 6 yards to go. Gives it to the back. He's brought down right around midfield by number 54. It's first and 10. Ball at midfield. Mack gets the carry. He's tackled at about the 45-yard line by Robinson. And it's now second and 6. Number 2 hands off on the delay. And he'll lose yardage on the play.
And if you can make a running back hesitate just a little, that time you could see there really was no hole and the running back was just fishing for a place to go.
And third down, 7 yards to go. He's searching for a receiver. He's wrestled down around the 39-yard line by number 53. Now we have a first down and 10 to go. They spot it on the 39. They'll run the option. He's going to be tackled for a loss.
And as a quarterback, you have to start to recognize that. You just can't allow that safety to keep sniffing around that eighth man in the box and not throw the football. Essentially, they're daring this offense to throw it, and they're not taking advantage.
It's second down now and 13 to go. Still looking for an open man. He's going to run with it. Number 53 makes his 5th stop of the game on that play.
12 on the play.
It's third down now and just about the length of the football away from the first down marker. On the ground with the tailback. And he's tackled around the 24-yard line by number 90. First down and 10. Ball on the 24-yard line. Thomas on the give. He's dropped down around the 12-yard line by Stewart. A 10-yard gain. Second down and very short yardage here. Number 2 gives it up the middle. He's brought down around the 7-yard line by number 56. First and goal. Thomas gets the call. They're in again for another touchdown.
When you talk about guys who can make people miss, his name is right at the top of that list. Really incredible elusiveness, especially in tight spaces.
And he adds the point after. So, with over 7 minutes left, here in the fourth quarter, our score, the Browns, 55, the Vikings, 7. Number 8 is just about ready to kick this one away. Wiggins is deep, looking to return the kickoff. This will be down to the end zone for a touchback. They didn't look sharp on their last drive and were forced to punt it away. They'll start at the 20-yard line. And we'll have a first down and 10. Washington on the run.
You know, you can draw up any sort of protection scheme and blocking scheme that you want. But ultimately, this game comes down to one big man against another big man, and that time the defense's big men, they won the battle.
They'll face second down and 10. Short throw to the left. Drops it, and he was pretty well covered. Number 83 was the intended receiver on the play.
That was terrible.
Third down now, 10 yards for the first. Steps up in the pocket, and they've got him. So after the sack, it's now fourth down and long. Jefferson fields the ball at the 44.
Man, those guys were flying down the field. He didn't have a chance on that one. His blocker's got to do something for that poor guy out there, or he's going to get killed.
From their own 47-yard line. Number 2 hands it off. He's tackled right around the 40-yard line by number 56. First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 40. Dumps it out left. Knocked out of bounds at the 38.
The key to that play really was the coverage down the field, forcing the quarterback to go to the check down, and they came up and make the tackle.
Now they're facing second and 7. Brought down behind the line.
And when your defensive line can handle their guys up front and not allow the offensive linemen to get down on the linebackers, it really gives those linebackers a chance to look great.
So it is 3rd and 8. Has a man short to his left. He's wrestled down around the 36-yard line by number 53.
Good job all the way around by the defense that time. Not only did they have the deep routes completely covered there, but they also had the check down well within their grasp.
The field goal unit is on the field. And he makes it. So after that kick, the score is now the Browns 58, the Vikings 7. Cleveland will be kicking off. Number 86 stands back to field the kick. He'll down it in the end zone. They were forced to punt on their last drive. The offense will start at the 20. It's 1st and 10. And he's tackled around the 29-yard line by Martin. Only a yard needed to convert here on 2nd down. Searching for an open man. Lot of pressure, and he's sacked. Third and 5 right here. Ball on their own 25. Defensive pressure. It's a fumble. Minnesota will maintain possession.
Sometimes there's nothing more interesting than a fumbled football because that oblong-shaped football really makes for some interesting bounces out there. They were lucky to get that one back.
So, it's 4th down. The Vikings lining up to punt. Jefferson fields it at the 40. They really did a good job keeping him contained on that one.
Yeah, he really didn't have much of a chance at all to make anything happen there. I mean, I know this guy's a dangerous punt return guy, but you can't do it on your own.
They'll start this drive at the 41-yard line. Now we have a 1st down and 10 to go. Hands it off. He's got room. He's dropped down around the 45-yard line by number 30.
Gain of 4.
Second and 6 yards to go. Ball on their own 45. Number 2 hands it off straight ahead. 6-yard pickup. And so we've reached the 2-minute warning.
On the play.
Third down and short now. We have 2 minutes left to play in this game. Looks like someone on the offense tried to get an early
Ball
start.
Offense.
Well, no
Still
excuse
third
there.
down.
The offensive line obviously knows the snap count, but suppose it's easy to lose concentration with one of those big defensive linemen in your face.
Number 2 with the give. It looks like there's a penalty. And this one looks like it's going to come back. And we'll replay third down.
Tough spot for the quarterback now after that penalty because now the possibility of seeing that added pressure is really heightened.
Number 2 gives it up the middle.
Number 44.
He's brought down at about the 43-yard line by number 22. It's 4th down. The Browns line up to punt. And the ball is down at the 3.
When you go for a punt to pin a team deep in their own territory, the last thing you want to have happen is to have it end up in the end zone for a touchback, because it just is a letdown for the punt team. Now you've got them backed up inside the 10-yard line. Nice play.
Crosby pitches out to the right. He's tackled in the end zone for a safety. With just over a minute to go in regulation, the score is the Vikings 7, the Browns 60. Bennett gets set to kick this one away after the safety. He's tackled right around the 38-yard line by Clayton. They had to punt it away on their previous drive. They'll get the ball here at the 38. First down and 10. Mack takes the give. He's wrestled down around the 40-yard line by number 56.
First down.
I don't care how good your defense may be. You're asking for trouble when you start giving teams free first downs.
And we'll have a first down and 10. Gives it off. And he's tackled at about the 39-yard line by number 58. And just about 4 yards away here on second down. Thomas on the handoff. He's dropped down at about the 35-yard line by number 55. That'll do it from the field. We have top plays and stats coming up next, so stay right with us. And let's take a look at the Gatorade Performer of the Game.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or of any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited.